Ladies and gentlemen, for our next copper story, we will fly south, probably changing at Lax, landing at Lima, to Peru. Never heard of any copper in Peru. Maybe these guys have something. From Valor Resources, busy bringing the Berenguela project to the next level. Would you please welcome the Chief Operating Officer, Ernesto Lima.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. Well, we'll be talking about when we change. Thank you. Of an old project that is becoming now a new project. Berenguela has a history starting in the 60s when Asarco started drilling at the site. Then we have a series of many companies doing some drilling and exploration at the site. But it really had a shift when, in the latest months, we came to the point that acquired Berenguela project from Silver Standard and started an aggressive program to develop the property. In summary, in the last 12 months was done a drilling campaign of about 10,000 RC meters, in which we not only collected the data from this campaign, but also collected the data from previous campaign, and were able to improve 80% all the resources at the site. The maiden measured resource is coming up to 8 million tons at 1% or around 1% copper. This is mainly in the biggest deposit we have, which is Berenguela Central. We call as is the only one drilled in our property. However, we have other targets that we are moving forward. One of them is the Corona copper silver target. Berenguela, it's a polymetallic copper, silver, zinc, and manganese project. Basically, this is our company overview. We are ASX listed. And this is our timeline. It was acquired, the project, exactly 1 year ago. Was then a first assessment as a preliminary economic assessment, which showed quite strong numbers. Was then a drilling campaign of 10,000 RC meters. The process also was developed at our labs in Lima and in China. And our next steps are to move forward into an update of the scoping study coming up in the next few weeks, and a drilling campaign coming from June, July. So with the further than specifically drilling, what we are talking later on the Berenguela Central deposit, we are very enthusiastic about other opportunities we have around. Not only in the deposit itself, but all going to the boundaries that are not condemned yet, and we are still not knowing where is the end of the deposit, but also in other deposits we call the Corona target, which shows similar characteristics than Berenguela. Talking in general, where it is located is in the Puno department, very close to Juliaca, 50 kilometers. The access is through a paved road, 2.5 hours from Arequipa, also a mining center in Peru. We have a rail line going directly to the port in the Pacific, and we have quite mining-friendly communities at the site. We don't have deals directly with the communities. We do have with landowners. So we have contracts for 5 years, ending in January 2021, that give us the sense of confidence on not having community problems at all in this project. We are surrounded by a series of world-class projects, including Constanza, Las Bambas, and also Pinacha. This is our property. We have 6,000 hectares. We are now proceeding to apply and acquire more land to the south, as this is one of the most prospective areas we have had. We have gone through geophysics in the middle of the project, in the black square, where we have the Berenguela deposit, which is the one we are showing there. Beyond the Berenguela Center, we have another target here, which is Corona, and we are starting to delineate another one, which we call Corona West. The mineralization starts at surface, fortunately, And the deposit today is open in most directions. In fact, our next drilling campaign is looking for new resources in the southeast, in the east, here in the northeast, and also in the west zone. Here it's a general view of the deposit. We have two main areas, which is the west zone, and this is what we call the central Berenguela one. We had over 30,000 meters drilled at the moment we acquired the project, and we have drilled other 10,000. We have a range from in the order of up to 2, 3, even 4% copper. And in general, the resource is of 127 million ounces of silver and 350,000 tons of copper. Here we have the JORC resource statement, as I was saying. Here we have the grade overall for the copper equivalent of 0.5. In the last update we are doing with the scope and study, we are having a mine of 12 to 13 years in life of mine, in which we are achieving in the order of 750 to 800 million dollars in net present value, with an internal return rate in the order of 40%. For this scenario, we are using not the equivalent cut-off grade of 0.5, and rather we are using 1%, which gives us more the high-grade volume in the first 12 years. This is how we are planning for the future, for the very near future. This is all Berenguela Central, okay? And these are the 4 areas we are planning to keep drilling. Based on geophysics, basically the IP geophysics done in this area have been corroborated through all the drilling campaigns. Still, we have a zone here that is brand new, and we are ready to drill there. The same in the west, northwest of the deposit. So these are all 4 areas that we are planning to drill shortly. This is a general view of Berenguela with almost 1.5 kilometers far from side to side, in the order of 800 meters wide. Now we talk about the other target, which is brand new. I mean, Berenguela, we call in general all the project, however, has several targets, and the previous one was the Berenguela Central. Corona is very close to Berenguela and has the very same geophysics IP results we had from Berenguela. So we are very enthusiastic about having similar results from that. A part of the geophysics, we have gone through geochemical sampling, and we have had the very same results, and even better than Berenguela. So we are now moving into drilling. Main target, or one of the main targets for next drilling campaign, is definitely go through Corona. In the same sense, we are starting to delineate the 3rd target, which is Corona West, from the beginning. I mean, we are planning a geophysics IP program through all the area, including all the Berenguela in the areas that have not been covered before, but also in the south, in the new areas that we are acquiring to the land and adding to the land package. You see that we had values up to 500 grams per ton in silver, up to 3.4% copper. Here we can see now the 2 areas together. This is Berenguela Central, and this is Corona. So what we are planning for next campaign is these 4 zones, and then start at Corona. Corona, according to the geophysics and the geological interpretation, will be as big as Berenguela, and we really hope so. The geomagnetics done on Berenguela are also very similar and even more deep than Berenguela. Here is the planned drilling session for this year. Okay, here is Corona and the 5 platforms we are planning to use, and the different areas we are planning for Berenguela. The The process has been moving forward. We have already achieved the stage of observation from the authority. As soon as we clean all the observation, we have to be granted the permission to proceed by June, and in July we will have the subsequent water permit and permission to proceed with the drilling. In summary, what we have is an aggressive approach to the Berenguela project with an 80% increase in resources. Now in JORC format, they were 43,101 in 2005. We have a plan for continuing expanding the resources. We have a significant exploration potential in the zone that will include geophysics in all the southern area and added land package to the existing ones. All this in an environment that is quite mine-friendly, not only because of the environmental activities. We have had a track record of no problems at all with environment. We don't have community issues, which is a significant milestone in Peru. We deal directly with landowners and don't have any problems, and they are ratified through contracts that are valued for 5 years, and when we keep extending them. And basically, let me go to the next one. We are in a country that is moving in the latest months with more mine-friendly rules, including DIA and DIS semi-detailed applications that are coming with more and more friendly in terms of sizes of drills in between the platforms, quantity of platforms per application. In general terms, are facilitating a bit the work of explorers. Just a picture of the community relationships we have with the site. We have here 2 communities, Andamarca and Cayachira, and they have been good supporters for us in all sense. So, and this is reflected on the contracts we have with them. Thank you.